Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Joel Rosen. I am an adrenal fatigue recovery ninja, and today I want to talk to you about adrenal fatigue and total DHEA. A lot of people that I consult with, especially women, have been on DHEA, and not only for a little bit of time, but for a lot of bit of time, and that is a no-no. It's not good to be on DHEA for any extended amount of time, and I'm going to explain to you why that is. DHEA is kind of like the mutual fund to your stress savings account, your regular bank account. So cortisol is your stress savings account and DHEA is your mutual fund. So when you are under an extreme amount of stress, you may start to cash in your mutual funds to help tide over the extra burden of the general stress that you're experiencing. And that's why a lot of patients will take DHEA, because in the beginning it can be very, very helpful, where you're buying new mutual funds or you're getting inheritance from a family member to buy more mutual funds, which is good, which is a good thing. But it's not a set it and forget it supplement. I've consulted with women who have been on DHEA for 5 years or 10 years. And the problem with that is, number one, hormone resistance. When you have a circulating hormone in the body for so long, like insulin for diabetics, ultimately the receptor sites start to down-regulate and become more desensitized to the messages that the hormones signal. So if DHEA is rampant in the body, but the body is unable to take DHEA in on the receptor and allow it to get in on the cell and let it do some work, it doesn't matter how much DHEA you have. Number two, the reason why you are stressed out in the first place and you needed to cash in on your mutual funds was because there's something inflammatory more than likely going on, meaning you could have an infection, you could have heavy metal toxicities, you can be exposed to toxins, you can have xenobiotics and medications, your blood sugar aren't signaling properly, and your cell is toxic. And furthermore, your DHEA is not going to bind to it. But what I wanted to tell you is that there's a great test called the Dutch test, and it looks at your total DHEA. It's not a saliva test where it just looks at your DHEA. It looks at your DHEAS, which is the sulfated version. Total DHEA is a combination of 3 metabolites: DHEAS, ethyl-colonolone, and androsterone. And we really want to look at the breakdown units for each of those, because someone can have really low DHEA total, but their DHEAS component, the sulfated version, is very high. Like, for example, a 20 to 40-year-old should be between 30 and 350. A 40 to 60 should be between 10 to 100. I see a lot of patients, a lot of females that are in their 40s and they have 150, 160. They shouldn't be above 100. Yet their total DHEA is not very high because their ethyl-colonolone and their androsterone is low. Does that make sense? So really what that means is their sulfated version is very high and they're taking more DHEA in order to help with their fatigue, and they're missing the whole point. They're not going after the inflammation in the first place. And typically when we see DHEAS be high, the sulfation equals high inflammation. Lastly is the breakdown products, 5-alpha or 5-beta. If someone is taking excess DHEA, your liver has to break that down. It's got to break it down into a less androgenic form. And if you have an upregulation of your 5-alpha, then potentially you're going to have a lot more androgenic tendencies. So that could mean more inflammation, more aggression, irritation, oiliness of your skin, hair growth where you don't want it, PCOS. And it's all because you took these supplements and you set it and you forget it. So hopefully you got a lot of lessons out of this one. I do consults, free 15-minute phone consults. There's no obligation to continue. Just click on the link below here. And I look forward to helping you with your recovery of your adrenal fatigue nightmare. My name is Dr. Joel Rosen, and you can see more of me on my blog at adrenalfatiguesociety.com, or you can also see me on Facebook at Adrenal Fatigue Society, or you can also give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, a comment, and I look forward to helping you in your adrenal fatigue nightmare. Thank you so much.